We are in a new era in college sports. Amateur athletes are now employed athletes who not only can decide where they'll play, but how much money they'll make.
But have things gone too far right now? Charlotte Sports Live's Michael Lissette tells us tonight that depends on who you ask.
Soon after taking the job as the head coach of the Charlotte 49ers football team, Biff Poggi welcomed 28 transfers to the program. On the surface, it would sure seem like he's a fan of the ever-controversial transfer portal. But hold on.
You didn't ask me if I thought it was good for the game.
As it turns out, his opinion, much like the issue at hand, is a lot more complicated. You see, Poggi doesn't have a problem with the idea of the portal itself. Instead, it's his peers who are to blame.
People are overstepping their bounds with promising playing time.
And when they don't get it,
it wasn't really a tough decision.
They leave town, just like Damon Clowney did when he transferred from Ole Miss to join Poggi at Charlotte this offseason.
Finally get to play, just let this world see what I can do.
Clowney is one of more than 6,000 college football players who entered the transfer portal at the start of the 2022 season. That number includes the 2,100 alone who entered last December. It's an astounding number that doesn't make former Louisville athletic director Vince Tyree miss certain aspects of the job. Tyree worked at U of L from 2018 until 2021. Like Poggi, he believes there's a lot of dishonesty in college sports today. However, Tyree feels it goes well beyond the matter of playing time.
Touchdown, Tigers!
The idea that their NIL is not being used as an inducement seems naive.
Though any direct deals would be a clear violation of NCAA recruiting rules, Tyree believes it's still happening. He's not pointing fingers, but he admits he shakes his head when he sees a starter going from one Power 5 conference to the next.
How much is enough? I mean, if a kid's in NIL and he's making a couple $100,000, I'm not sure he wants to go back and say, hey, we're all going to make 50. I'm not taking a pay cut.
He's not apologizing to anyone.
Kansas transfer Hunter Dickinson would agree, recently admitting that money played a huge part in his decision to leave the Michigan basketball team.
Dickinson!
As he said in his podcast, quote, "The people hating on me would leave their job right now for a $10,000 increase. I got less than 6 figures at Michigan for the year." End quote.
How about a hurdle?
With the average deal for Division I football players rising 179% in the NIL's second year of existence, there's no question the balance of power is shifting fast. But while some traditionalists feel the very fabric of the NCAA is hanging by a thread, Tyree remains hopeful in finding a solution that satisfies everyone.
I don't want to give up on the system, but it's going to take some work and think about all the things that have occurred and how you mitigate them or frankly improve it.
Ultimately, things might get worse before they get better. That's why Poggi advises potential student athletes to be wary of any deal that sounds too good to be true.
If any coach offers you NIL, ask him to put it on paper and sign it.
But Poggi isn't counting on that to happen anytime soon. Until then, he says he'll continue to shoot straight, promising his players nothing except an opportunity,
working, man,
as well as his best.
Getting better every day.
Mike Lissette, Charlotte Sports Live.